So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Stafford to the air to start us off. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Cooper Kupp makes the play. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. Putting a receiver in motion. On 1st down, here's Stafford. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Now Stafford again. That one complete to Higbee. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Stafford now on 1st down. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. From the red zone now. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Oh, look at those savvy linebackers. They're just right in the middle of everything, aren't they, Kate? And it seems like at times they are the quickest reactions as well. He needed a quick one right there to get a finger on the throw and change its direction.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the 1st quarter. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. We'll see if they go for it here. 4th down near the end zone.
Get in the end zone for us. Make some good calls, offense.
Stafford gonna go on 4th. Chased out to his right. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. And their first drive won't end in points after all. He stopped, and they're going to turn it over on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Here's Locke to the air. Caught by Theo Johnson. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Play action on 1st down. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. The Giants using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now. He puts some power on a deep one left. That's caught at the 25. He'll get it down to the 24-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. Here's Locke. Caught near the pylon. And he pushes all the way to the goal line, but gonna be out at the 1. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Giants, eager to get some points on the board. Tracy reaches the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get some late points and the lead. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Gano ready to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Running back sent in motion. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's now second and 19 at the 18-yard line.
Trying again following the sack. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips.
Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. The veteran kicker Graham Gano puts it on the tee. And off we go here in Cincinnati. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
12. Here we go.
Burrow gonna open by putting it up. He's gonna test this secondary right away. And that is incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. A gain there of 11. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
11, Thomas.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Throwing is Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
On 1, ready?
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Gun.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. 13 yards on that pass play, and the Bengals going to have a 1st down. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Cordell Flock. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
On 1st down is Locke. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in.
That one underthrown and intercepted. That's the safety, Von Bell. And the Bengals will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive.
Here we go.
Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
On 2, ready?
2nd down and 8.
11.
Here's Burrow. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Here we go.
Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Cordell Flock.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. They go play it. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. On the ground, here's Tracy. Well, this play, like this drive, going backwards. A loss there on third down. A very quick 3 and out. They'll go. It's locked. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on fourth and long will end up in a turnover on downs.
12, 12. Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11.
On first and 10, Burrow. He'll let this go towards the end zone. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it'll bring up second down.
11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty.
Now, Burrow. The middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line.
11, 11, 11.
Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Not much happening there. Just a short game. Here's a second and 9.
12, 12, 12.
Now, Burrow. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. You don't need much. It is third and inches.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Here's a run. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Bengals. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10. Motion man is Hyatt. Walk to throw on first and 10. This one intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick them, they turn it into a pick six.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad first half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it a second interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Lock to throw on first down. Throw left side, that's Johnson.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Locke to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
From the gun on third down is Locke. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now a timeout, Giants. That is their second. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in the second quarter. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incompletely. Might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. Lock out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete. The defense very happy to see that play call. The decision to go for it on 4th and long will end up in a turnover on down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Burrow here on 2nd down. He'll air one out for Higgins. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Dane Belton.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Here's Locke. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Von Bell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
They'll run with Tracy. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. To throw is locked. Now a screen set up for Tracy. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. It's a gain of 10 yards. 1st down, Giants. Now Locke. He has Hyatt complete.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. Off the play fake. It's Locke. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Motion man is Hyatt. Locke to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with the deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
On 2nd down, Locke. This one taken in by Hyatt. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Good drive to this point. Now can you convert on 3rd and 3? Here's Locke. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Locke to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner.
from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready, set. Set.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Ready.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Sanders' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Dolphins 3, Giants nothing.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Block off of play action. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 2. They look to throw. It's Locke. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. That one taken in by Neighbors. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing now is Locke. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Locke. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw it is Locke. Again, it's Johnson. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Dolphins are in great shape here. As they take over at their 46-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
This is Smith with a grab. Now he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Looking to pass. Tua. Flush to it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A final shot before half for Locke. And his throw is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just one field goal in a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 73 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. No sign of Tua departing. Fourth down. They're going for it.
44. Ready.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Second half, close game, and we're certainly seeing some exciting plays, but it's really been the defenses. That's now back-to-back drives that have ended with interceptions.
Yeah, the guys on the other side of the ball, as we like to say, the defenders, they've been the difference makers for their teams. And when they're taking their game up to this kind of a level, I want to see what happens with these offenses. Can they match them as this game goes on? Or will the defenders continue to have full control of this one?
On first down, back to Achane. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
There's some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Achane hit, and the ball is held. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's Locke to throw. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They'll get this up to about the 44.
And remember, this is a running back that fumbled on the previous drive, but fortunately for them, nothing came of it. And I think when that happens, sometimes coaches can lean a little more on forgive and forget. So he's right back out there and running again.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that's a good look.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Ray McCloud on the return. He works free, right side. Still going. And And he takes this all the way back for 6. The opening kickoff of the afternoon turns into a touchdown. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now this is going to be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the 20-yard line, they'll throw right away. That's complete to the tight end, Theo Johnson. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On 1st down is Locke. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Locke. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nathan Landman. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
We'll get this right to the 20-yard line. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Another run here for Robinson. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Slot receiver headed right. And he'll be taken down. Let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. So a little extra time to think about this 3rd and goal as we've hit the end of the 1st. It's the Falcons with the early lead. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here is Penix. They're called in at the 2. Trying to reach for the goal line, but he's going to come up just short. Wow, that's going to set up fourth down. They'll try and throw it with Penix. And this will pay off. It is caught. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Lock out of the shotgun. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position. Jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway. So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Locke. Taken in right side by the tight end, Johnson. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Here's Locke. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Slayton is the man in motion. From the gun on 3rd down is Locke. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. On play action, Locke. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
I think when he goes back and watches this film, that's certainly going to be a ball he wishes he could get back. He puts a little too
It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of the defense.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down. They go play action. Here's Smith. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Check 58.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Smith. Complete to Bobo. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
On 3rd down, Walker. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here.
13 next.
He'll go quickly to the right. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I don't care that they didn't get it. Still the right call in that situation. It's a little too long for a field goal, and a punt really nets you very few yards. The decision-making was sound. It was the execution that let them down.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Play action on 1st down. Cut near the goal line. He has the New York touchdown. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Smith. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! And the Giants get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
You know, one of the beauties of the game of football is it never sits still. It's constantly adapting. And that nickel defense right there, critical in taking the ball away. And when you think about nickel defense, you think about Rondé Barber, won the Hall of Fame in the summer of 2023, really revolutionizing the position of the nickelback. That nickel defender and that nickel defense, critical in that takeaway we just saw.
They go play action on first. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. And the Seahawks get the football back across midfield before going down inside the 45-yard line on the return.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles and he chewed up yardage in the open space. We'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. From the 34. Taken in by Noah Fant. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Toss play. This is Walker. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Hey, let's go Wednesday, on Wednesday. Ryan.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That's Bobby Okereke. And the Giants get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Neighbors with the catch. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Let's go.
They've got a man in motion. Locked down. This is complete to Neighbors. And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good enough for a New York first down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants leading near the break. New set of downs for him at the 38. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And that throw just too high for him.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Greek Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Forced out to his right. Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Gets this to Slayton. And that will not be enough for a first down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants double their lead to 14. Gano ready to send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Escapes the pocket. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, Smith to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
That throw behind his intended target.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, Smith. And that's away for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
There we go. Check it, cover.
And again, it's Smith. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Locke looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Locke to throw it. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. Locke. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. He's got it deep downfield. And he hauls it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Gano ready to send this away. His return starts at the 5. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. One last play before the break. Throwing it just before halftime. He put some juice on a deep throw down. This is caught inside the 15. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that 1st half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the 2nd half has in store for us.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. To throw, here's Locke. Into the hands of Neighbors. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Julian Love. And he pays the price for the interception. Woo-hoo, big hit brings it into that return. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
On second down, a run with Charbonnet. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Ball at the 33 for first down.
There we go, Tuesday.
A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
Charbonnet now up the middle. And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He's on the move. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Cover.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. On 3rd and goal, Smith. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Smith setting the throw. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Throwing from near his own goal line. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Ernest Jones with the pick. Now, in that spot, Brock, I think his first priority is just getting a throw of some kind of way and avoiding the safety, right?
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. And I know it's so easy for us up here in this comfy booth, armchair quarterback, but you can't ever relax when you're reading the coverage just because you're worried about taking a safety. You still got to stand, you got to deliver, and you got to take care of the football.
First down from the red zone. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. The Seahawks have possession, and this final quarter begins with them in a massive hole. So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks get it back to a 14-point game.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Here we go.
Throwing off the play fake here. This is complete to Neighbors. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Slot man motioned over. 2nd and 6 now. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Trey Brown. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Myers to add the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Seahawks 14. Jason Myers to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Jackson now to return it. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Hyatt going in motion right. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense in the hurry up here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds Slayton. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants leading by 7. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. And right away we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Hurry up offense now as time runs down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Back to throw it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
He finds him beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. New set of downs for him at the 38. Setting up to pass. That one's cut along the left sideline. Give him 24 on that play. And the Giants will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
He'll look to throw it. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Kobe Bryant has it.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. That's Metcalf running the slant. Still going inside the 35. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Jackson now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They go right back to Tracy. And he stops the clock and moves the chains. 14 seconds to go. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Back to throw. Oh, my goodness, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Brown. And the defense has come through. They're in the end zone, and that gives them the lead. Went to the oh-well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left, and after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
There we go, will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he goes out of bounds. Wow, major miscue there, and they're not going to get 2. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
One final shot here. Neighbors with a catch. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from New York.
Who are these people? A bunch of fucking sweats like you, huh? No, you're just mad because I don't play it no more. You miss Papi Chulo. It's okay. Nah, I barely been on Madden for real. Where were you at when World War III cracked off? That's fucking hilarious, though. You don't be on Twitter and then, huh? Terrible. You be missing the fire ass memes. Don't know if I trust that.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey.
Yeah, trying to get my house and shit. Not trying to be homeless no more. What you been on in life? Oh, bow, go to sleep. Are y'all expecting a little hamster by now or what? A little gremlin. I appreciate you. Maybe. I don't know yet. Nah. Still don't believe it's mine. Yeah, that boy suck. Don't you know I need you, my girl? Sleep. Well, I'm about to dip. See you later. All right.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
Let's go now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They'll start with a run by Tracy.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Locke looking to change the play.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action. Locke. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the things we always talk about heading into a game, who's going to set the tone early, and very early on here, we're seeing the defense is showing they're going to continue to break pressure.
They smelled that early 3 and out, brought the pressure, and the hit forced the incompletion. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's Locke to throw.
There's a short one caught by Johnson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Here's Locke.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Locke gonna go on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion, Slayton. Tracy going to get it on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Locke off a play action. That's caught left side by Neighbors. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. On to give, it's Tracy. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. They'll go again with Tracy. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Locke now on 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Keon White got in there for the sack. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Throwing now is Locke. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, Charles certainly circled that play. We might have to revisit it later. They had 3 in their back pocket. They go for it on 4th and goal and throw the pick.
Well, you know, we're still in the first half. A bold call nonetheless. And I guess the book might have said take the 3, but it looks like they burned the book and just said give me the analytics. And the analytics said go for it. Didn't work out.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the shotgun, May with it. They'll roll him out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw, it's May. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
To the air, May. escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. It's a 52-yard punt, but a net of just 32. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Block now to throw. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Play action. Now it's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
Let's go.
A final shot before half for Locke. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29.
I want to be Mish.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
On play action, Locke. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They faked the handoff. Now Locke. Toward the sideline, intercepted.
Namath is running like a fucking retard out there.
Are going to take possession here.
Oh my soul, bro. Talk about setting them up and everything.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's able to get
This
up here
nigga
to the
just got cheese
26.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Gibson again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing here is May. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll throw with May. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's May. Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw. May. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
From the gun, it's May. That's out to the flat for Gibson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Hunter Henry, 30 yards. And the Patriots have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day. One-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Locke to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21 at the 27-yard line.
Locke going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. To throw it is Locke. That ball caught by Slayton. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Now Locke, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Now a 2nd and 2. To throw, it's May. Sliding out of the pocket. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Patriots have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0.
I'm not joining that shit. Fuck you.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Locke to throw. Connecting with Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Now Locke. He's across midfield. That's caught by Johnson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, May. Open man is born. And that should do it. He's got a first down, and the Patriots can run it out from here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Drake May, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Got a resource and cheese, and I still got my fucking dollars to hit that, man. And that means they won't forgive me, and the means they won't forgive me.
I won't.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. Kickoff taken at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he gets it up close to the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right, when the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because you throw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Buying some time right. Took off with it again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
This is ahead for about 5. Micah McFadden able to make the play. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 48. On the move, headed right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. A solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Lamar now from the gun. He'll get this to Henry. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. That's taken in by Henry. He's got a gain of 6 there. Micah McFadden able to make the play.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. That's Bobby Okereke. 40. At the 20. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, Jackson. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Tyler Newman.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is
It's a stadium so big, you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And off we go from Dallas. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. Ferguson there to bring it in. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the sticks.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, here we go. Right, take.
Prescott here from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Yeah. Here we go. Right, take. Kill.
Play action, Prescott. Rolling out to his left. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Giants take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Eric Kendricks. And the Cowboys get the football back at the 30 after that interception. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead. Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Well, no look on his first look of the game, and that leaves them with 4th and 5. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Trying the right side with Tracy. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense up to the line fast. 2nd and 13. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
And you're going for this? He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
They just get the play off. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. 2nd quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're looking at 1st down here. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys get the game's first points here in the 2nd. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's Locke. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Locked down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it. Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down. Locke. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Cowboys bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another 2nd to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Kill.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That is caught along the sideline, and he gets the feet down. Wow! It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Cowboys, who have 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. Throw caught at 6. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Dowdle will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way was telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to him on 2nd and goal. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Cowboys grow their lead just before halftime. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Dory Jackson now to return it. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He's trying to push the field. He's got it deep downfield. Touchdown, New York! The Giants make it a 1-score game before halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Returnable from the 1. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half.
Here we go. 26.
Throwing on first is Prescott. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively in a tightly contested game like this, every play.
Big gain downfield. 30. 10. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one splits the uprights, and the Cowboys lead by 15 now. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He's back to throw. He's going deep. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I almost had that.
A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Starting from the 5. The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Here's Tracy once more. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They're going play action. This one falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Lock to throw it. He's got him. That's Tracy. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Gets this to Johnson. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing this back in the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Dak off the play fake. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picks it off. And the Giants get the football back with great field position there at the 36. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A one-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 7. He finds Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Working quickly here. Throwing his lock. Connects with Johnson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Offense in the hurry up here. From the red zone now. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Malik Hooker.